Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll tell you what I know. The Ringed City is said to be at World's End. Past this heap of rubbish as far as one can go. But you'd better think twice. The forsaken Ringed City was walled off by the gods to contain the pygmies. And the dark soul is better left well alone.
Number 8. Have you noticed what I'm zooming towards? These parts of the Dreg Heap are on an endless trip downwards, and you have to wonder, are they meant to provide the illusion from a distance that the Dreg Heap is collapsing downwards and inwards, or was this just an asset that they forgot to lock in place? And some Dreg Heap assets should feature more prominently, in my opinion. For example, if you look left, at the very edge of the drop down to the Demon Prince, you can see the entire undead settlement cobbled together here. And further down, in the Demon Prince arena, there's the rubble of the first Firelink shrine. You can even find the well and the stone-staired circle at the center. And of course, don't forget
Alright, how about now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, no, you're good.
Alright, hell yeah. How you been, man? What's going on?
I'm following the election.
You know, I've kind of been staying away from it.
Why?
Well, so I didn't...
Wave?
Well, I didn't get... Well, I live in Nevada, and everyone's pissed off because Nevada's shit is all fucked. But, you know, it is what it is.
Wait, here, let me look at Nevada. Hold up. Let me take a look at what's going on in Nevada. Wait, okay. MS, NBC, they have a good, okay, wait, whoa. Okay, so we knew that Democrats would take the House, we knew that. Democrats have a full control, GOP has full control of the Senate. Nevada. Okay. No, that's Nebraska. Nevada. Okay. Oh yeah, you're like really gerrymandered, aren't you?
Yeah. The problem with Nevada is most of the population lives down here.
What do you mean by that?
Las Vegas. It's either Las Vegas or Reno. There's a lot of smaller...
Where's Vegas in terms of the... Wait.
It's at the southern tip of the state.
Okay.
The city borders California and Arizona.
Okay. Wait, but like, your results aren't even in yet for the House.
Yeah, because the polls are still open.
Oh.
They were supposed to close at 7, but instead they kept them open. So.
Same thing here in Georgia. Like, in my county, they're having problems, and the only reason why dude, like, it's ridiculous because the most liberal part, like the two most liberal parts of the what do you call it? Are the most liberal part of the state is like having the most problems with like its polling places.
Really?
So it's so like the inner city and then the bordering county as well are having huge problems. So like Atlanta is having huge problems with like polling and like their devices malfunctioning, and so is the neighboring county, and those are probably like the bluest area. And so the governor results are still too early to call, even if the 98% of the votes are counted, because there still could be a massive amount of votes that could still say that the governor could be the Democratic candidate. So, which it could be a thing. So who knows? But literally 99% of the votes are in for the governor, but they still can't decide who's going to win.
It's a shit show.
Uh-huh. I think it's always been a shit show, but now it's more of it's a known shit show because people are talking about it.
You know, usually when I vote, in the mail I'll get like the little thing that talks about all the props and the breakdown of each senator, like that little booklet that they give you.
Really?
And yeah, at least in California, when I was in California, when I was in Washington, every year when it came time to vote, they would give you a booklet that would basically like, it wasn't like a huge drawn out thing. Daniel, what is going on? It would give you like an indication, right? Like it would just be like a paragraph per person or whatever. What their main thing that they stand for is, their, you know, their history, their experience, and whatnot. So, but for whatever reason, I didn't get shit out here. I don't think that's common. I got 3 absentee ballots though.
Okay.
But not for me. Because I guess there's people that used to live here, and for whatever reason they keep using this address for like recent shit.
Oh, well.
Like so apparently it's happened several times. I've had like, in the time that I've lived here, I've had like on 8 different occasions a server, someone coming to serve, like a process server or whatever, to serve court papers or whatever, will come to my house asking like, hey, is so-and-so here? And I'm like, nope. And they'll be like, sometimes they'll be like, are you sure? And I'll be like, yeah, they don't live here. Like literally one time I had this dude like, oh yeah, I need you to sign this. I'm like, and I look at it, I'm like, that's not for me. And he's like, yeah, you're such and such. And I'm like, no, I'm not. And I'm like, yeah, you are, don't play with me. And I'm like, no, don't play with me, dude, what are you talking about? And I had to pull out my fucking driver's license to get that guy to fuck off.
Yeah.
But I guess they owe like a lot of money, and we get mail for these people like all the time, and they're constantly like, we don't open it up or anything, we just like put it in the return box or whatever, but they're always like filling out new credit applications and shit like that.
Dude, like, they're probably criminals or whatever. Well, they might be. But like, okay, so you're looking, are you looking at like the news?
Oh, what's going on?
So the Democrats have gained control of the House of Representatives, and the GOP has maintained control of the Senate.
Ooh.
So the House of Representatives, I believe, is the first step into creating a bill. So they're going to have to write it, and then they're going to have to pass it, and then the Senate's going to have to pass it, and then they're going to have to change the bill again because of that weird process of the bill has to be the same in both houses, and then it gets passed. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that also means that he in terms of Donald Trump, could be impeached, but not necessarily removed from office.
This whole thing is such a shit show.
Politics has always been a shit show, but now more people are paying attention. At least that's what I believe. I'm actually kind of glad that that we have a party that isn't going to fuck us over, because honestly, the GOP didn't have our best interests in heart. At least this GOP. Because they basically passed a bill in terms of they passed the bill on healthcare, and they only wanted it because they wanted to rid of Obamacare, but they basically just fucked it up again. And so it was just, they didn't have our best interests at heart. They only wanted to basically maintain their control. And so I guess people were fed up with it and they lost control. So, dude, like, the House of Representatives isn't commonly held by the Democrats. Like, if I'm not mistaken.
You know what? There's an interesting term that I heard of lately. And have you heard the term NPC?
Non-player character?
Yeah, alright. So, a lot of leftists are getting pissed off because so now instead of calling social justice warriors SJWs, people are referring to them now as NPCs, non-player characters. Do you know why?
Why?
So think of it, when you play a game and you run into an NPC, they usually have candid dialogue. You know, there's only so many things that they can say. That's SJWs. They don't engage in discourse. They don't engage in conversation. They just verbatim spit out fucking dialogue that's like kind of been reinforced into them. And then there's only so far in that dialogue tree that they can go until they just say fuck off. And so a lot of... Yeah, so what they're doing now is they're getting all fucking pissed off saying, like, that's dehumanizing. And I'm like, oh, dehumanizing. Like classifying someone just by their gender and their race. Oh, God forbid.
NPC.
Well, it's true. Yeah. Like, they're, like, literally, like...
Let me see, like, because you probably have some examples on hand or something like that where you can...
Oh, no, I don't have anything on hand. I can come up with some stuff off the top of my head, though. So, for example, like, toxic masculinity.
That's
problematic. Like, shit like that. Just, like, their little catchphrases that they spew, you know?
Toxic masculinity is a man problem, not a woman problem. I would say that it would be a concept that should be handled by...
I think that the SJW notion of toxic masculinity is grossly
misinterpreted. It's misinterpreting, I think. But I think, you know, it's a different concept, and if we want to get into it, it's fine. I think once we get down into the nitty-gritty, I think we would both agree on that topic, but...
I mean, I'll say this, though. I see where they're coming from. You know, a lot of the things that SJWs talk about, it's not that I'm against it. It's that their mind is so warped and they take so much shit to the extreme. Their definition of whatever they're talking about, I can't believe in that definition, right?
Well, it's also one of those things where it's like you probably actually don't engage in much discussion with SJWs. You probably don't, right? Like direct contact. It's probably like from a lens. You know what I mean?
Who, me? No. Like when I went to college, I was surrounded by them.
Who are you subscribed to on YouTube?
Me? Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Let's see. Oh, you can find out, can't you?
Maybe. Here, 1 second.
It's
I'll
mostly
check.
video game stuff, tech channels, and there's only a couple political stuff.
Okay.
Steven Crowder is probably the #1 guy I go to for political
It
stuff.
depends if your okay. It depends if your subscriptions are public. Okay. Philip DeFranco, SourceFed.
Source. I don't. Some of them I don't know why. I stopped watching SourceFed like a week after I subscribed to them. And Philip DeFranco, I'm about to unsub him too. So.
Why?
Because. So my thing, it's all about honesty, right? And
Yeah.
for years, I liked Philip DeFranco because
I
of
like.
his honesty. And it's not like I don't like him now. I mean, don't get me wrong. I get annoyed at his like, oh, I'm gonna be this middleman bullshit, right? I wish
What do
that
you mean?
like, well, so first and foremost, Philip
He's
DeFranco.
moderate.
He's not moderate. That dude's fucking Republican as fuck. Like, if you actually look into it, if you listen to some of the stuff he says, like, he's not like, I would say he's moderate, but he's definitely leaning right. Like, so he
Really?
doesn't care about gay marriage and shit, but like, as far as the Second Amendment goes, he doesn't want guns being taken away at all. He like, the dude like has a shitload of guns as is, you know?
Oh yeah, no, that's because he has a family to protect. But like, he takes
Yeah.
from the left on some issues and takes from the right on other issues. That makes him moderate
Right,
to me.
but here's the thing though. First and foremost, he's a businessman. So, and that's the
course.
great thing about him. Looking at him as a businessman he's like probably one of the go-to guys to like look up to as far as being an entrepreneur. However, though, because of that, he's like become really dishonest, and it's not to say like he's like outright lying to people, but it's like lying by omission. You know?
Are you talking about that whole What do you talk? What do you?
Oh, the BetterHelp thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's a really good video about that. It goes into depth on it's this lawyer that's talking about the terms of service of BetterHelp. It's this lawyer, and he talks about it in a real like.
Is that dude with the glasses?
No.
Oh,
There's
there's a
this guy-
lawyer. I thought I subbed to him, but I may not have. But he
I might
does a
put
lot of copyright laws and stuff like that.
I might put it in your I might put it in your chat. Here you go.
Oh, go for it.
Yeah.
Get around to it when I can.
No, but it's basically, it says that they're basically like BetterHelp is basically subcontracting people, and so it makes sense for them to distance themselves from the performance of their subcontractors. Basically, that's what they're saying. What do you say?
Basically like what I do, task grabbing.
Exactly,
Essentially
and
what
so there's no reason for BetterHelp to guarantee like good results from their, what is the term again?
No. I get what you're saying. The problem that people are having, though, it's not like, okay, these are people that they're independent contractors, because that's what the real term is. They're independent contractors. You know, all their credentials and stuff, it's all them. Your use case may vary depending on who you get partnered with, right? So that's perfectly fine. The problem that people are having with BetterHelp because of that is because BetterHelp does not have to vet these people.
They don't have to. I think they are. They had it so they could not guarantee that they were vetting them, because I think during the time of like the development of the company, they were smaller, and so like they could not guarantee that all of their people were vetted. But like I think now that it's bigger, they were able to change their policy. It has changed now. So I don't think it's as big of a deal.
Now it's changed. But back but like 2-3 weeks ago when this shit was popping off, they didn't give a fuck. Their terms of service was still the same.
Yeah. So
Here's
I mean,
the problem though. The problem with BetterHelp.
I mean, the consumer complained, and then we got to change. Like, it seems fine to me at this point. I mean, sure, I'm somewhat upset that the terms of service wasn't good as is, but now that it's fine, I don't see a reason to get upset about it now. You know, the only reason why Philip DeFranco got rid of the sponsorship, even though he had a business deal with him, is because it was just, if he felt like it would be negative to his brand. Like, that's the only reason he didn't. Like, if he said, look, there's a lot of bad PR with this now, I'm gonna step away from my sponsorship from them, hey, you know what, that's good.
I mean, from a business
standpoint, honest, yeah. If he was honest like that, then I want to understand your sentiment of him being like honest Joe. No, you weren't saying he was honest Joe. I'm putting.
No,
but basically, he would be better.
Here's what I'm saying. Oh wait, let me check.
Because I'm trying my best not to misrepresent your argument.
No, you're good.
And good job, 20,000 souls.
Yeah, I know, right? Might as well use that. Alright, so check this shit out. I'll go to Firelink, give me some downtime. Here's basically the problem that I have with Philip DeFranco on this whole being honest thing. Is that Philip DeFranco, he's a good businessman, right? But the public image that he gives to his users, to the viewers, is that, you know, he's someone that, you know, it's like, hey, I'm here for you guys. I want to do this for you guys. You guys are what makes my life wonderful, and all this stuff. And the honesty problem came back when he started his Patreon. And personally, I think it's fine that he didn't disclose the exact dollar amount. He's well within his right to do that, so I didn't freak about that. It's like, hey, you know, if he wants to run his shit the way he does, it's fine. And then, you know, listening in like different interviews that he's been in over time, talking about like, oh, well, it's kind of like a subscription service almost, like you're paying for a service. So when you go on DeFranco Elite, it's kind of like Rooster Teeth First or this, that, and the other, you know? You're it's not a donation. You're paying into something, you're getting something in return. And for months after he started the Patreon, all he said was, hey, this is going to evolve into something much bigger, but right now we're just going to kind of like leave it as is. So, you know, over time, it's going to get bigger. It's going to get bigger. Don't worry about it. And I'm thinking, like, okay, well, when are we going to see this? Like, a year later, we find out mainly because this whole BetterHelp thing, and then he has to come clean about stuff because a lot of the dirty laundry about BetterHelp and his involvement started coming out. So, at first, remember, this is like the whole omission thing. He's not outright lying. He's omitting shit, which, you know, you don't disclose every single intricate business dealing to your audience. It's like, I get it. I understand why he didn't do it. But
he might not be legally obligated to do something, but it would be better and moral for him
right,
to...
Right, but I don't think that he should have to. But
I don't think he should be legally required to do anything in that terms. I think that it would have been helpful for his brand, and it would have been helpful for him to just as a person.
No, but here's the thing. This is why he disgusts me as a human being now.
Disgust. That's a strong word.
Yeah. Like, I have a high respect for him. I think he's a great businessman. But as far as, like, it's hard for me to watch his show anymore because because of all this stuff that came to light, he's just so disingenuous. It's hard to...
I can't... Oh, go ahead.
It's just hard for me to get past how disingenuous he is. And so here are the key things that came out of this.
You're about to get fired.
What?
Oh, wait, never mind.
No.
I don't know.
Oh, I'm in Firelink. Nothing. I'm good here. Nothing can touch me.
Oh, okay.
So the problem with Philip DeFranco came from... Oh, let me get a drink. This whole BetterHelp thing. And then finally he's like, hey, I'm going to disclose stuff. And I'm going to debunk some of the rumors out there. So when it came up to debunking some of the rumors, he not necessarily let slip, but the idea that, like, oh, that I own BetterHelp or I have some sort of business dealing with BetterHelp. And he's like, that's not the case. But, yeah, when he brought up what that business dealing was, this is what disgusted the fuck out of me. So, DeFranco Elite, the money from his Patreon was supposed to go to help fund his news network, right? Where he wanted to take the DeFranco brand, bringing news, and he wanted to make it bigger. Has he been working on that? Yeah,
Sure.
it's taken a long time, and these types of things on that scale do take a long time. So no harm, no foul. But the problem was the money that was coming from their Patreon, that money was never going to this news network he was talking about. This whole BetterHelp thing, all of that money from his Patreon went to start an ad agency, a marketing company. So people that they were paying money, donations, not donations, whatever, it doesn't matter. Whether it's donations or whatever you label it as, they were giving money to Philip DeFranco so that he could start this unbiased middleman news group. And that's what people wanted. And I can understand that, and I can see that, and I'm all for that. But he took that money and started a brand new separate company with it. And that company is the one that was in close ties with BetterHelp. So here's how it worked, right? So what he did is you know how there's like affiliate links and shit? DeFranco's affiliate link was like the Papa Bear, right? Because that link that he had for BetterHelp was tied to the marketing company he had. So BetterHelp, when they would reach out to other YouTubers, they would use DeFranco's company to reach out to YouTubers. So if, let's say, here's a big one, because this was on a live stream, and the reaction of Boogie92, you know Boogie, right?
Of course.
Yeah, so Boogie, on this live stream, he's like trying to defend Philip DeFranco, and the guys in this live stream are like, no, look into that URL. If you follow that URL to its source, DeFranco's taking your fucking money. And he's like, no, I don't work with DeFranco. I got my shit through BetterHelp. Or he said that his agency, like whoever manages Boogie, they were the ones that set him up with the ads. So Boogie's managers, they looking for ad spots, they see BetterHelp. They get an ad spot, but that ad spot's not done directly with BetterHelp. It's done with DeFranco's company. So they get an affiliate link from DeFranco's company that gets put on Boogie's page. So whenever you click on Boogie's link, it redirects to Philip DeFranco's link, and then it goes to BetterHelp. So who gets the money out of that? Philip DeFranco.
Whoa.
You see what I'm saying?
So he's messing with not only the income of people, but also the income of Boogie 2988.
Right. And he never directly addressed it, but when he talked about the company, he's like, yeah, so there are some people that have been seeing my names and companies that I own attached to their URL. That's the company, you know, they work with a lot of ad agencies, and, you know, we're with BetterHelp, and we're kind of facilitating stuff, this, that, and the other, and we provide metadata and all this stuff. It's like, you mean the stuff that they can provide on their own? Boogie has managers that have apps and shit that handle all the metadata. They handle the transfer of funds. So what your company literally, if you break it down, Philip DeFranco's, like, his ad company, his marketing company, they don't provide a goddamn thing.
So they're a middleman. But
they're a middleman that doesn't need to be. Yeah, but his version of being a middleman does not need to exist. That's the problem.
Sure. But there's a lot of successful companies out there that... So would you rather have, like, systematic change where these type of companies should not be allowed to exist? Or are you saying that just Philip DeFranco, as a person, should not be a part of this company and should be respected for it? Sure, these companies should be allowed to exist, but the fact that he, a public figure, should not be a part of one?
No, all right. So this is where it gets weird.
I just want you to clarify your opinion.
All right. So here's my thing. I'm an American. I'm a capitalist. By all means, if it's within the realm of legality, they should exist. But Philip DeFranco, though, I'm talking about him as a person. He's very immoral about this whole thing, where he sugarcoats stuff, or he dances around the topic, or he's not up front, or when he is, like, confronted with the reality, he tries to dress it up as if it's something else. So that's what disgusts me, is that the money that people put forth for this grand endeavor that he had, he fucking spat in our fucking faces, took that money, made his own fucking brand new company it has no ties to Philip DeFranco, like the YouTube channel. It's its own separate thing. So it's not like the people that are his editors and all that shit, they're not getting a slice of that pie. That money is going back directly to Philip DeFranco. Separate group of people, right?
Yeah.
And then he's using that company to essentially be clearly a needless middleman, to facilitate affiliate links for different sponsors and whatnot. And by doing so, he's essentially stealing well, morally stealing, I would say. I wouldn't say from legal standpoint. But like with Boogie is a perfect example. Boogie had no idea. And to see his fucking reaction on this live stream when they went into the actual source of the URL and they showed him, no, that's Philip DeFranco's company. And he's like, well, why would I be going through them? Like when my managers went directly to BetterHelp. It's like, because that's how BetterHelp filters it through. So instead of like, you're supposed to, so for a referral like that, the first month referral, Boogie was supposed to get $200. He ended up getting like $40 or something because Philip DeFranco's marketing company took like 70% or some shit off the top. And DeFranco, he's saying, oh, well, the reason why we take a portion off the top is because we provide all this stuff. It's like, how can you provide something to someone and they don't even know where or what it is? Boogie had no idea that for months that he had been promoting something that Philip DeFranco was getting paid for, and that company never reached out and gave him any of the metadata that he was essentially, that their cut was taken from for. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that's what disgusts me. It's the lack of transparency is just fucking horrific.
Nah, like if what you're saying is true, that's some really shady shit, and I will have to.
I think
do
it's
some...
the kill stream. The kill stream where they talked about it. There's a condensed version of it you can find because that's like a 4 or 5 hour stream, but there's a condensed version of it that it's very polarizing. I'm not saying that like a lot of the rumors out there and the stuff is like, some of the shit is well over where it really should be, but fucking A, dude, it's just fucking disgusting.
So I want because sort of topic has we probably are now kicking a dead horse. I think we should switch topic to now.
Yeah, go for it. Debate topic: debate versus arguing, and which one are you doing? I think I just want a discussion.
Yeah, no, we're just having a discussion about just trying to realize what the facts are and on this particular situation. Let's talk about the blue wave.
The blue wave.
It's just a funny term, and I thought people would make fun of them because like California or whatever. So
what do you think about it?
Okay, so let's go down to the statistics, and then we can use that as a kind of a volleying point to have a discussion. So currently, the Democrats have the control of the House with 230 seats. And then the GOP has 205, and then there's some that are undecided, but that is enough to hold the majority. And then the GOP has 54 seats in the Senate, and then the Democrats have 41 seats currently held. And then there's there's like 5 that are still up for grabs, but that's still fine. So but then I believe, so there is an independent senator from Maine, and then obviously there is Bernie Sanders, who's an independent for Vermont. So. What would you... I mean, he's basically a Democrat, honestly, but let's say... What do you think about, say, how the news has covered this situation of... Do you think that the news has unfairly represented a certain party during this political cycle, or do you think that, they've been staying pretty, unbiased?
Oh,
sorry,
well,
that was
there's never... It's politics, man. There's no room for anything being unbiased.
No, but just on this particular instance, because it's kind of difficult to kind of sway people in one direction on,
right.
I guess in this sort of stance, because I feel like at this point, because we are so divisive, I don't know how much it's going to change people's view at this point.
Well, as far as changing views, that's going to be a fucking long shot. But when you bring up the whole, discussions between individuals, discussion between different parties and whether or not there's anything towards a bias towards one or the other, of course there is. And I would say that both sides are guilty. You know,
Of
I mean,
course.
Fox News. I mean,
Oh,
I
God.
do.
Don't get
Hold
me
on.
started.
Hold on. I like watching Fox News, but it's mainly because of the personalities. I do like the personalities on Fox. I find that they're a lot more entertaining. I may not agree with everything they say 110%, but I at least get a chuckle, you know, especially when they bring on people that are extremists, you know. Like you'll get like these feminazis that come on, or these fucking NPCs that want to spit out their rhetoric. You know, I get a laugh out of it because of the reaction, you know. Whereas on CNN, you know, I don't know, it's kind of like, how would I describe it? It's kind of like
Good
they have the
journalism?
shit. No, good journalism. No, God, no. CNN.
Sorry.
No, like something like as much as I like fake wife, she loves watching BBC World News. I can't stand it because it's so fucking boring. It's so boring. It's so flat. But they just give you the news, they read it, and that's about it. You know,
That's
I
good
like
journalism.
that is definitely good journalism. The problem I have with CNN, the same problem I have with Fox News. Whenever it weighs to one side or the other, they're gonna do whatever they can to reinforce their own narrative. That's the thing about Fox News I don't like. The thing about CNN I don't like is that they're just taking they're taking one subject matter and they're trying to find their straw man and run with it. And you know, at that point, I usually tend to turn it off. Growing up, my grandpa, whenever he would come out and visit, like, oh, we're gonna put on O'Reilly, and like, I don't want to listen to this dude.
So for the viewers, just like make sure that everybody knows what a straw man is. Do you want me to explain it, or?
Yeah, you would be more adequate at explaining that than I.
So basically, a straw man is basically when you misrepresent the opposition's opinions. So say, well, all SJWs think that men are trash. Well, I would say that, okay, sure, you're misrepresenting some of their, but I would definitely say that is a misrepresentation of what they're saying. Although I would say people are crazy. Anyway, or then say the alt-right are completely, they want to kill black people or something like that. Like,
yeah, the alt-right, that's
okay. They might be They might be racist.
They might be. Who knows?
Anyway, so yeah, just misrepresenting someone's claim is a straw man. What were we talking about again?
Oh yeah, so just talking about. Oh, sending the colors. No, it's the whole thing about the media and how they pick one side or the other, and they're biased towards it, and then the opposition they kind of paint in a negative light.
Yeah, and so it's just like one of those things where you just kind of gotta you gotta take with it, and so it's like there's like a few good and like organization. But okay, what do you think about Sean Hannity making his debut at a Trump rally?
I mean, so is he doing it for business reasons or for personal reasons?
Dude, it's for political reasons. That this is beyond the realm of business.
No, what I'm saying is he there for himself? Like, is he there as Sean Hannity, or is he there as Sean Hannity of Fox News?
He is there of he wasn't, I don't know if it was, no, but he was like, he spoke.
Well, I think that's fine.
I don't think that's okay, because I think that bridges the gap between news and like, it just kind of, it seems wrong to me, because I think that it bridges that gap of biasness that he, you know, he's obviously always been biased towards Donald Trump. He's always going to like him because, but I mean, he's a talk show host. He's not the news. He's opinion. Man, like, they really try to disguise like what's opinion and what's.
Well, see, I would have an issue with it if he went there as a representative of Fox News.
Here,
then that's where yeah, go for it.
Let's find the clip of him actually like at the rally. So, Sean Hannity. We can find it on Trump rally C-SPAN. So let's check this out because. Okay, Sean Hannity appears on stage at Trump rally. Let's see.
I gotta get my commands to work so I can just have shit autoplay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Sean Hannity. Where's Sean Hannity? See at the end, see at the beginning. Where's my friend, Mr. Sean? There's Ivanka. There's... What is this? Okay, where is Sean Hannity? I'm trying to... Come on. I'm trying to find it. It's on C-SPAN. I see it. Come on. Okay. Wait. Where is he? Alright. Oh, wait. Oh, come on up. Okay, okay. Here. Okay, so if you want to 1824. So let's at least know what we're talking about, because that's one of the things where this is a boring political discussion, but it needs to happen.
1824.
And then okay, yeah, that's the timestamp.
Copy there. Thanks very much for the call. Rush Limbaugh, who is from Cape Girardeau, he will be introducing the president. This was an announcement that came yesterday from the Trump campaign. Live coverage here on C-SPAN.
We really, and we like Lee Greenwood, and he's been with us from the beginning. He's been with us absolutely from the beginning. And while we're talking about incredible people, let's get it over with, right? So I have a few people that are right out here, and they're very special. They've done an incredible job for us. They've been with us from the beginning also. I'm going to start by saying, Sean Hannity, come on up, Sean Hannity.
By the way, all those people in the back are fake news. Mr. President, I did an opening monologue today, and I had no idea you were going to invite me up here. And the one thing that has made and defined your presidency more than anything else, promises made, promises kept. 4.5 million new American jobs, 4.3 million Americans off food stamps, 4 million Americans out of poverty, and we're not dropping cash loads of cargo planes of cash to Iranian mullahs that chant death to America. Mr. President, thank you.
And we don't mean at all to insult. Look at the size of the media back there. That's a lot of people. And you do have, honestly, I see you have some very fine people back there, but you have some that aren't so fine. But we don't want to insult, but I have to do this also because there's a woman on Saturday night that treats us very, very well. And she does it with love and with passion for the country. Not for me. It's not a passion for me. It's a passion for the country. And I really believe it's a passion for you, because we've together formed the single greatest political movement in the history of our country. She understands it. And she's understood it from day one, and she did this little show, and she was just going to do it, a little fun, and then it became this tremendous success, and she has got viewership like you wouldn't.
I mean, personally, I'm more of a Tucker Carlson guy, but yeah.
know much about him.
Basically, the thing I like about Tucker is a lot of his guests are just so happen to be people of like, they're extremists, and whatever notion that they're trying to talk about, they're like far on that issue. Like, so far it's delusional. And so whenever he's on there talking to people, like, he has this blank stare of wonderment, like how are you breathing? Like, your stupidity is astounding. And it's not like he even says much. Like, most of his best clips, he doesn't even say anything. It's just like this face that he makes when these fucking idiots are on here. Like,
so, but like, I guess also if you find the most extremists and you like give them a platform, I guess, I mean, that could be construed as a form of straw man, because like you are finding like the 0.1% of these crazy people, right? And you're finding the craziest people, right? And so then you're using that as a platform to misrepresent the rest of the voters and the rest of these, of basically opposition almost. So it's like, it almost could be construed as a form of straw man. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because you're finding the 0.1% like crazy. I mean, like, anybody can go and find this crazy racist KKK member and say, look at this person. This person's a Republican. He votes red. Vote blue. Well, sure, but that's definitely misrepresenting like Republicans as a whole. Well, if he uses that as a platform to talk down Democrats and say, look, this Democrat, like this SJW is crazy. Well, yeah, you picked the craziest one out of the batch.
Hey,
like,
we don't say that on this stream. Come on, man. Say it right.
Say what?
NPCs.
No, but seriously, I want to know what you think about that, because like it is a form of straw man, isn't it?
I would say to a certain degree, but I like the traditional sense of what a straw man is in the
it's not a traditional. I would not say it's a traditional sense of a straw man, but it could be seen as a form of, because you are purposely trying to mislead an audience.
If that's the case, though, I mean, a lot of times when these
that is the case.
I wouldn't say that's the case 100% of the time. I'm not saying it's without a question of doubt that it doesn't happen from time to time. Of course, they have to fit their narrative one way or another. It's fucking Fox News, but. You know, of course they're going to do it from time to time. I don't think, though, that's like, it's outright that's how it is. There's a lot of times where you'll get people that come on that they're passionate about a lot of different things, but there's one particular subject matter that they just go nuts on. And there are times where Tucker's interviewed people for a totally different subject matter, and then these people just kind of do their own thing, and they go off on their own tangents. And it's like, well, that's not what we're talking about here. One of the big ones that he did was this whole Title IX shit. And it was about the genders and bathrooms, and which is a fucking headache that I hate.
Let's not get into that.
Yeah, but that's like its own fucked up thing, right? So he, the discussion was Title IX, and then they brought up the conversation of bathrooms. And this one guy went off on this tangent and about like all this stuff. And then he's like, all right, we want to break it down. This whole conversation's about Title IX, right? And what we're trying to say is by, this whole claiming that you are whatever gender, it could be a detriment to people because it could lead to theft. And he's like, well, how could it lead to theft? What are you talking about? It's like, all right, so Title IX, initially when it started, it had to deal with sports in schools, colleges, and universities and the like, right? And basically saying, hey, if you're a certain gender and if you're a girl but you feel like a guy, you should be able to play with the guys, kind of thing. And then the whole bathroom thing kind of fell in suit with that. So for a man, say, hey, I'm a woman, I want to go to college and play college ball, but I feel like I'm a woman, so I want to be on the women's team. The man clearly has a biological advantage.
And I don't think anybody's going to debate that. So
right, but that's the thing is, though, anyone, if they wanted, if a guy, let's say he couldn't get a scholarship for college on the men's basketball team, but if he just said that he's a girl, then he can get a scholarship for the women's basketball team. Does he really feel like a girl? No. We're not allowed to ask him if he is or isn't, though. We're just supposed to take things at face value. That's when the whole thing becomes kind of sticky. You know what I mean? So...
it is one of those weird things. Again, I don't want to go into that particular subject because I do think that it's a social issue rather than, say, an economic or moral issue. It's just one of those things where it's like, it's difficult to have conversations about without making leaping generalizations about a group of people, but you know, that's kind of what you have to do when you're making such laws. It's just weird. And I'm going to avoid it just because of the difficulty of talking about it. So, not in the terms of I'm afraid to talk about it, but in terms of it's difficult to have a productive conversation about it.
I feel you. It is hard. I mean, I'm guilty of in the past of miscategorizing someone's pronouns, you know?
Sure.
And the problem the problem I have, it's not, I don't have a problem with gays, I don't have a problem with trans or anything like that. If anything, even though I am relatively conservative, that's like the area where I'm kind of more progressive. It's like, hey, do your own thing. If we're not hurting anybody, fuck it, right? To each their own. I don't fucking like furries, but as long as they're not hurting anybody, by all means, to each their own, right? But, so I was at school. This was when I was like my first semester in college, sitting down playing Magic the Gathering, misused the person across from me, misused their pronoun. I apologized. That person did not give two fucks. They're like, oh, it's whatever, right? Not a big deal. Moved on with their life. Their ally, their friend, their fucking SJW NPC little shit, that bitch fucking started yelling at me and getting all pissed. Like, this person who I didn't even directly offend was offended that I misused someone's pronoun when me and that person already made a clear line of communication. Oh shit, my bad. Won't happen again. And they affirmed it, you know? But they had to step out of their little bubble and get so fucking upriled over something that had nothing to fucking do with them. That's what drives me nuts.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, one of the things that I've seen a lot of talk on, and I will say that it's a lot more on a little bit more conservative and even libertarian viewpoints. I haven't heard this from the Democratic viewpoint. Doubt that I would. But it's this notion that young adults, people that are 16, 17, coming into the voting age, that there's a surge in conservatism surrounding them. And I do have a belief in it, and I think that I believe that there's a lot of validity to it. But I think it's because of social reasons. I don't think it's because of like really political reasons. Like, they're young, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But I think it really has ties to social issues more than anything else.
I do believe that you are right in terms of straight white men. But I think in all other aspects, I do think that there will be a blue, like, across the board. Like, and here's the thing. There's, like, a lot of people that are just, it's more normal and more acceptable to be a Democrat, which is, you know, that's fine, I guess. So, who knows? It's one of those things where you gotta take it with a grain of salt and say, okay, these are young people, and either they're gonna be part of the voting, and they're going to become the next generation of voters, and basically not only voters but constituents. Like, what kind of world do they want to live in? So it's like, do they want to live in a conservative world or a liberal one? It's just one of those things.
I don't think it's that black and white. I think that there's a lot more depth to it than that. I think a lot of people want to live in a more progressive society. I honestly think that people do. I think that... Sorry, hold on.
Do you?
Oh, yeah. I can definitely see the benefits, because, like, when I look at things politically, I look at things in the future, and I look at things that have to deal with a mass number of people. I look outside the self, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that there's a lot of bonuses to being a part of a more progressive society in the terms of social issues, and also environmental and, you know, scientific pursuits and the like. But, you know, economic and capitalistic stuff, I'm kind of more on the side of the free market, more conservative there. But in terms of, you know, people dealing with people, like the notion of like, hey, let's...
By the way, you're a libertarian and you don't know it. Anyway.
No, I am a libertarian. I'm middle leaning right, which is libertarian. So
yeah. So I just wanted to make sure you knew that. Okay.
Yeah.
Some people are afraid of Seymour. Like he is an anarchist. He just doesn't know it. And he hates the fact that he is, but anyway.
Can this open up? Nope, not on this side. Shit. So there are a lot of benefits of living in a more progressive society. When you look at en masse, like what's like for the betterment of everyone, you know. The problem is like look at my generation. Look at millennials, right? Millennials are very.
Are you a millennial?
Yes, I am. Millennials are very in tune with technology. They're very, they're very with it. They're very in tune to the world around them because that's, they're growing up with the progression of technology at the speed that it has in the last damn near 30 years. It's astronomical. So we're so in tune with, we're way more in tune with the world around us than our parents. So there's no wonder why we're so much more progressive. But the generation that's coming after us, they're a lot more conservative, and I can easily see the reason why. And it's not tied to anything.
I think you're wrong about that. I think it's only going to be straight white males that are going to be more conservative.
No, trust me. It has to do with the social issues because of the millennials, right? Millennials are super progressive, but a huge portion of millennials that are so progressive have kind of gone on this whole attacking anyone that is not progressive, right? Like, for example, me. I am okay with gay marriage. I would get attacked for that. I would get ostracized for just being okay. The fact that I am not, like, outright, like, supporting... Yeah, it's like, I'm accepting. It's like, whatever to me. I just don't give a shit.
I completely disagree with you. In that sense, I think that it should be completely fine. Like, I don't understand, like, your position on that.
No, my thing is, I just don't care.
I mean, that's different. I think that, like, you said it's like, oh, it's like, I'm okay with it, and then, like, you brush your hair off because you, like, shun them.
No, it's not that. It's just that it just doesn't affect me. I mean, if two gay guys got married, I am not going to lose sleep over it. It literally affects me that little.
I mean, what if, like, they moved in next door? Like...
Oh, good for them. That's fine.
Okay.
It's like, that's how little I, like... It's weird. It's, like, very apathetic. It's like, I just don't care. It's like... But from the position that I'm at, it's like, that's actually a fucking good thing. You know, I don't want another group of people... Like, let's say, for example, which it's a fucked up example.
Okay.
It's a really fucked up example, but let's say I enjoyed anal beads in my ass. Okay? I don't want other people knowing that. And if other people did know that, I would want them to not give a shit.
Damn
See
it,
what I'm saying? It's
Wait,
I don't give a fuck what someone else does in the bedroom so long as they're not doing it without consent and as long as they're not doing it to someone under the age of consent.
Dude, I wanted to clip that so bad and take it out of context. I might still be able to.
Oh god, I had to preface time and time again. Middle-leaning right isn't always libertarian. Let's hear about that. Hit me. School me. Because I'm just going off of a fucked up chart that I did, a little quiz I did on the internet.
Oh yeah, no, I did that quiz too. So middle-leaning right. Yeah, so you're like down, some left a little, or you're right a little. Yeah, you're right some down a little, right? Because you have libertarian values, yeah. Okay.
I am pro individual rights, is what I should say.
So marijuana consumption is fine.
Yeah, I'm fine with marijuana consumption. I mean, like, let's say I would get like.
But if you're high, like, in individual rights, then like marriage, like homosexual marriage should be a no-brainer. Like, I don't understand why you're not like fighting for that. And
well, I'm not gonna fight for it because it's like
not your fight, almost.
All right, it's just I don't care. I mean, I'm trying to like. It's
like, do you not? So like you don't believe in it to the point where you fight for it, or because like if individual rights were that important to you, then like you would fight for it. Or maybe I'm just.
I'm trying to. Alright, because I keep saying I just don't care. When I do, I mean, let me put it like this. Do I think that gays should be allowed to get married? Yes, I do.
Yes.
I do think that they should be allowed to. However, I'm not going to fucking run around town making a big fucking deal about it. You know, I'm not going to go online and make a big deal about it. It doesn't, you know, if it were on the ballot and it was like, hey, should gays be allowed to get married, yes or no? I would click yes. But I'm not, that's as far as I'll go. I'll advocate, yeah, you should have that right. But I'm not going to fucking take time out of my day to fucking make glitter posters on fucking poster board for you. You know?
Or fly a flag around or anything like that.
Or change my fucking Facebook profile picture. You know, I'm not going to, you know, that's the furthest to my extent that I can go on it is to say, give you the thumbs up, say, hey, personally, yeah, go for it. I think you should. But that's it.
That's interesting. I mean, okay. I mean, I guess that's fair if you don't want to take time out of your day to do something because you don't believe, like, or it's not that you don't believe, it's just that, like, I don't know. I don't want to misrepresent your claim, so I think you put it in the best way. Like, you put it in your words. Oh, and we have a viewer that basically defined libertarianism.
Progressive on social issues, pro-strong economy, usually pro-First Amendment, against big government. See,
that sounds right.
So when we talk about the First Amendment, this is the thing about the NPCs that really...
Oh, if you haven't been here, you should define it for him.
Yeah, NPCs, non-player characters. When you play a video game, an NPC has certain scripted dialogue, and you can only go so deep into the dialogue tree. In the real world, those are SJWs because they have very few candid responses to anything you can throw at them. Anything that's too mind-bending or anything that challenges their mind or their logic center of their brain, it just explodes, and then they go into the candid dialogue of fuck off. So here we like to call SJWs NPCs because that's what they really are.
Wait, do you multi-stream? Do you live, like, on YouTube and on Twitch at the same time?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay.
I'm on fucking YouTube and Twitch, and thank God that there's a conversation being had because I'm already bad at Dark Souls. It's not getting any better, but at least I got the conversation going. So, well, I was doing a bulky defensive character for the longest time, and then I fucking changed up my gear and I moved a couple of my stats leveling up wise, and I'm trying to dodge more now, and so now I'm trying to get used to that. I do like the dodge mechanic a lot better than just straight up blocking. Oh shit. Well, I don't know why I pressed X. No, I pressed X like an idiot. It's fine. No, but the problem I have with the First Amendment is that a lot of these NPC types, these SJW fucks, right? These guys, they hate the First Amendment. They want it for themselves, but when someone else uses it against their chosen narrative, they get all fucking trigger happy. They get so pissed. It's like, you know, it's like if you disagree with their narrative, then they will raise arms to fucking unleash hell on top of you. And, you know, there are times where I thought that people online were kind of making a big deal about it. Like, you know, like, for example, when someone says something online that you disagree with, so you go out of your way to fucking fuck up their day, get a hold of their employer, and make sure that they get fired from their job. You know, that kind of thing. I thought it was like, oh, that's got to be an exaggeration. Like, who in their right mind would do that? Well, it happened to me. I said something that someone the libertarians are definitely pro-First Amendment. Oh, yeah, definitely. Most people are pro-First Amendment because, for a lot of different reasons. But the free speech thing is what some of these NPC, SJW types have a problem with. Oh, dude, this guy's got... The AoE on his swings is fucking nuts. Come on. Oh my god. Alright, this is nuts. I need... Anyone know Dark Souls in the chat? If you guys can give me some pointers on this, that would be much fucking appreciated right now.
He's pretty bad.
I am bad. Fuck yeah. There we go. There's one.
If anybody in the chat wants to join it.
Oh yeah, if you could drop that, that'd be great.
No, we're generally welcoming. No, just come and talk. Like, even if we disagree with you, we're still gonna give you the time of day. We're still gonna, like...
Harry, fuck yeah, that's it, man.
And I'm not saying, like, me and Mace disagree with him a lot.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, like, just because, like, we disagree, like, doesn't mean that we can't have a...
So do you want to hear that story?
What's that?
About the time that I had a NPC get so pissed off at something I said online that they called my employer?
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Okay, so I just moved to Las Vegas, right? And not only did I just move to Las Vegas, but I was homeless at the time. Quote unquote homeless.
Really?
Well, alright, so...
Couch surfing?
Kind of, sort of. I was sleeping in my car because I had just moved out here. Like, it was like right after Christmas, right before New Year time frame. And I was working on getting a job. I only had so much money on me. And, you know, I was going to, I was doing what I had to do when you move to a new city. Looking for a place to live, looking for a house. Looking for a job and a place to live. So I was doing interviews and all this shit. And... you know, I had put up a GoFundMe, like, hey, and my GoFundMe was for $50. I literally just needed enough money to put gas in my tank, you know. So, you know, and it's the only, like, I've shit on GoFundMe before, but I think it's fine for, there's a lot of GoFundMes where, yeah, usually it's for a good cause. And, hey, I needed a little bit of help, and, you know, I'm not one to ask, but I was like, fuck it, let me put this out there. I do need help. And, you know, it actually did help. That $50 in gas actually helped me eventually lead to get me doing an interview and getting a job. So, so the GoFundMe will come up later. So this chick, a buddy of mine that I worked with in the film industry, he did one of those like things where it's like, oh, Facebook, we're going to do this thing. Would you like to, you know, come with? Like, would you like RSVP to this event? And the particular event was right after Trump did the whole travel ban. So I declined, and I was like, well, and he asked me what, and he wrote he tagged me in the thing, said, hey, I saw that you weren't gonna RSVP to come join us in LA. Is it because you moved? Because he knew that I was moving. And I was like, no, I mean, even if I was there, I wouldn't go because I'm actually for the travel ban. And there was this chick, and I don't have them on me, but if people really want to see them, I could probably spend about an hour digging through my hard drive to find them. But there was a chick that got triggered as fuck because of that sentence. Like,
what sentence was it?
It was like, well, I'm for the travel ban, so I wouldn't go help protest LAX because I'm for the travel ban. So I'm sorry, but I'm not going to go to your fucking little hippie hand-holding bullshit. So, but I wasn't explicit. I wasn't mean. I just said, hey, I disagree with what you guys believe. I'm not going to go. That's all I said. But that was more than enough for this girl to get fucking pissed off. So she wrote me, she DM'd me, and she started threatening. And I keep
to call your employer.
Yeah, she threatened to call my employer, and
okay, she didn't threaten you physically or like emotionally.
She threatened to call my employer. Now the thing is,
just to make that clear,
my Facebook, like, I keep relatively private, but I guess as private as you make it, there's a lot of information that can still be found. And so Mace Valor, people can still find my Facebook because of, you know, the old tags of Mace Valor that are tied to it. So because of that, she found my YouTube channel, and she started saying that, like, oh, you have children and you have a newborn baby. You know, how can you be like this? And she's like trying to like tug at my heartstrings, right? And you know, and she's like, you know, I looked at your YouTube channel, all it is about violence towards women. And I'm like, well, hold the fuck on. I don't think that there's anything on my YouTube channel about violence towards women, you know. And so it's like clearly it's one of those people where they obviously didn't like actually watch any of my videos. So this chick was just pissing me off, and I kept saying like, look, you can go ahead and do whatever you want. You want to call my employer, go for it. I don't care. And I literally told her that, and it's so funny too.
Did she?
Oh yeah, she did. And so to make a long story short, but she was basically going back and forth, and she did this thing where it's like you have 1 hour until I contact your employer. And like she was doing this ticking time clock thing, like you have this long, and I just like ignored it, right? And then I was like, you know what? By all means, you want to contact my employer, go for it, because the place that I worked at in California, I was still listed as working there. I hadn't changed it, and she didn't know that. She didn't know that, like, you know, if she would have actually like been able to look at my posts, because you know, I was private, so she wasn't a friend of mine, so she couldn't see my posts. She would have known that I moved. So she didn't really know that I had moved. And then what happened was... she called your
former employer.
Yeah, she called my former employer. Little did she know that every single person at my... at Calca / Benjamin Franklin Plumbing, every one of us voted for Trump.
That's fine.
There were girls at where I worked. They voted for Trump. There was a lesbian plumber. She voted for Trump.
That cannot get more stereotypical. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, yeah. But, like, I'm telling you, it's like we worked in a very blue-collar place. A lot of the people there were, like, far more conservative than I was. And she did not realize this. So she called them, and she got my manager, Thomas, on the phone, right? And she's like, oh, I guess she called and said something like, oh, I need to file a really bad complaint about about harassment from one of your employees or whatever, and I need to get this rectified right now. And she like made up that she was a customer or whatever, right? So they gave her to Thomas, the manager, and she's like, yeah, I have a complaint about Zachary. And he's like, oh, really? Now, what's your complaint? Yes, he's posting hurtful, hateful things on the internet. It's like, oh, no, that's horrible. That's really bad for our brand. We wouldn't want to upset you. Oh, what did he say? And it's like, oh, and then I guess she told him about the travel ban thing. It's like, oh, well, we're perfectly fine with the travel ban. And she's like, what? And he's like, yeah, but, oh, by the way, he doesn't work here. He quit like 2 months ago. He moved. We don't know why you're calling us, but, you know, you can go ahead and fuck off. And it just made me laugh, because then, like, right after the phone call, I got a text from him saying, are you pissing people off on the internet? And I was like, yeah, not intentionally, because they knew I had a YouTube channel. And I was like, because I did YouTube videos while working with them, like I was in the truck talking about HVAC and stuff, and they were fine with it. But I told them what happened. I'm like, you know, just some girl got triggered on Facebook, so I'm sorry. And everything was good, but then she wrote me on Facebook, and she was like, I guess she took time to actually dig through my profile and stuff, and she saw that I had a GoFundMe, she saw that I moved, she saw that I was looking for work and all this stuff, and like she gave me this huge long apology and shit. And so I guess like it had a happy ending.
So she apologized because you were homeless, not because like...
Yeah, I think that's what it was. She didn't outright say, I am sorry for what I did. She just said, I didn't realize that you were going through so much. So it was like a half-hearted apology. Like, she showed remorse for her actions without ever actually directly apologizing for anything. And yeah, it's right. People like that don't mess around. You know, they're fucking batshit crazy. Like, they're all fucking nuts. I mean, I don't like giving blatant statements. I should say that they're all nuts.
Dude, it's not weird at all to hop into voice chat. The Discord link is in the description. I'll put it in chat. Yeah, no, hop in if you have a good topic to discuss. That'd be great. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mace is all about that shit.
No, exactly. Like, free discussion is great.
All right, I gotta take care of this shit.
Dude, Dark Souls is really cool. Like, I don't play it, but it's really cool.
That was beautiful. That was a beautiful death. Did you see how he raised me up to the fucking sun or the moon?
Yeah,
that was gorgeous. That was worth it. Beautiful death.
That was cool. Yeah, I wish he would have just like kept you there instead of throwing you.
You know, I wish I wasn't poor and had a PS4, because Blood Moon, like, I love aesthetics, like this kind of like gothic looking shit that's around me and stuff. I really like it. Bloodborne. That's a spicy meatball right there. That's a good looking fucking game.
You're an edgy boy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, not too edgy. Like I never like listened to like emo music.
Punk metal.
Like, I mean, I guess I like Finnish metal. Like one of my guilty pleasures, which is totally fucking emo as fuck, would be Him. I love that band. I love their lyrics. I love their instrumentals. Yes, Him.
Okay.
You know, they're like the poster child. Like, well, actually, no. Simple Plan would be the poster child for fucking emo music. But the band Him, they're awesome. You know.
I thought it was Black Veil Brides. I thought that was the poster child for emo music.
I don't know. I mean, you could like label a lot of fucking those like late 90s, early 2000 fucking screamo bands as fucking poster childs for emo music, like Good Charlotte, for example.
There's one genre of music that I will never be not like proud of listening to, and that's Viking metal. Like I'll like mod.
Oh, you gotta hit.
I gotta like I'll play Skyrim and I'll mod the shit out of it, and then I'll play Viking metal.
Y'all messing with punk rock? No, I like punk rock. I think here's the thing though. My stepdad, he is super into fucking like punk rock and metal and shit. And a lot of the shit that he listens to, like I've never even heard of it. And like the whole genre of punk is pretty deep. Like the one punk rock band that I would say I listen to is the Dropkick Murphys, which if anything they're like a studio punk band. You know, he listens to like a lot of that local band underground shit. Like, I've never even heard of Ailstorm, but they sound dope as fuck.
Yeah, I hope that guy jumps into the voice chat, because that'd be great.
Oh, that's right, Ghost, yeah. Yeah, hit up the voice chat. We're down in general, man. We love all that. Happiness, etc. Oh, I forgot I actually dropped my souls here.
Oof. Yeah, that's the thing about getting farther in Dark Souls, is that, like, you can actually, like, lose a lot.
I lost, what was it, earlier today I lost, 18,000 souls? I was really upset. This was way earlier. This was when I was playing off stream. Mm-hmm. And I was salty about it, and I was like, well, I gotta go to work anyway, so fuck it. Oh, that wasn't so bad.
Oh, I think you're just dead. No.
No. I'm telling you, man, it's a dodging. Like, I'm making a lot. Like, I could just say fuck those guys and run off. I'll come back later.
You know, it's one of those weird things that's like popping up right now. That's like really popular for like some strange reason.
What's up?
Is like lo-fi. Like, I don't understand, like, okay, I understand why people like it because it's, like, chill. But, like, I'm just, like, curious about why it's popping up now.
You know, fucking 1 Hour Photo, he knows a lot of that shit. Unfortunately, I don't, but there is a playlist I listen to on YouTube whenever I'm, like, writing Shelter or something, or if I'm doing something other than video games. I'll put that shit on because it just kind of mellows you out. It's like really good background noise.
If you don't kill this thing and like don't get to the bonfire, I'll actually be upset.
I will be upset, man. There we go. Fuck yeah, there we go. There we go. Here's the one thing about Dark Souls 3 though. Even though I'm sucking ass at this game, it is the easiest of all the Dark Souls games.
Really?
From I played 1 and 2. I've gotten a lot further in 1 than I have in 2. 2, I spent an hour playing it, and like I never even got to a second bonfire. Like I got to Majula, and that was it. Every direction, everywhere I went, it was just fucking too whatever, right? The thing about Dark Souls 3, there's two things in my mind that make Dark Souls 3 super easy. One, there's a shitload of fucking bonfires. A shitload of bonfires. And then your Estus flasks, like, look at this. I have 10 Estus flasks, and they're at +4. So, like, they heal the shit out of me, and I have a lot of them. Right? Here's the thing. You would think that by giving me more Estus flasks, you would have fewer bonfires. But because there are so many bonfires so close together, and I have a shitload of, like the way I'm looking at it, they could have fewer bonfires, but give me more Estus flasks. That way I can explore longer. But because I have more Estus flasks and I have more bonfires that are closer together, you know, it's just jarring. So the game's a lot easier, and Dark Souls 2 is easier than Dark Souls 1. Please tell me how. Because for me, Dark Souls 1 was a lot harder than Dark Souls. Dark Souls 1 is harder than Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 2, for me, was like fucking impossible. And like I said, I only put it like an hour into it, maybe. And I said, fuck it, and I haven't picked it back up. You can fast travel between bonfires. Yes, and yeah, you can fast travel between bonfires as well. You can do that in the second one as well, can't you? Oh wait, was that Mimba that was saying that he wanted to join up in the Discord?
That was, yeah.
Yeah, it's Thomas, man. I've been trying to get that dude to get in for the longest.
Nah, and a big deal if he wants to. If he doesn't want to, like, either way, like, dude.
No, that's all good. He'll be fine.
Ooh, nice killing him through the fence there.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah, bitch.
Wait, are you just killing a thing that like wouldn't attack you if you didn't attack it?
And he gave me Fire Witch armor. Fuck no, go away. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Fire Witch armor.
No, I want to go check that out. I'm gonna go back to the bonfire and put that bad boy on. Wait, hold on. Give me a second.
Run. Yeah, let's go.
There's gotta be something.
How's it going, man?
What's up with this coffin? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Also, if you play a magic caster in Dark Souls 2, you can easy mode through the whole game. I saw, yeah, someone was saying that. I think it was, I was watching a video. I think it was Joseph Anderson had mentioned that. Howdy, what's going on?
Hey.
Boy. We were talking about music earlier. What kind of music, like, do you like?
Metal.
Really? Like aggressive type, like, metal? Or, like I know there's a lot of subgenres, but, like...
Yeah, I can get into, like, most metal.
Okay. But, like, I don't know. It's just, like, I feel like I need to get into a certain mood if I'm gonna listen to that kind of stuff, because, like, again, like, I pull up Skyrim, and then I listen to Viking metal. But, like, other than that, like, I'm usually straight away from it, just because, like, I can't, like, it's, like, it's high energy, you know what I mean? And that's, like, that's not usually what I'm, like, into, you know what I mean?
It's not what I'm vibing.
No, it's not my vibe. It's not usually how I, like, function as a person.
I can listen to, like, different, like, bands at different times. They're, like, metal.
Dude, if you fall off that cliff.
I'm not gonna fall off the cliff. There's a, fucking, what is it? See, the thing about metal is there's so many, like, crazy subgenres, right? Like, there's hardcore, post-hardcore metal, and just the gambit goes on. When I was in the Army, because I'd listen to, like your traditional classic, like, heavy metal, like, you know, like Pantera, shit like that. But as I got older,
what's that thing?
That was ugly is what that is. Treasure ahead. Oh. Undead bone shard. That's what I'm talking about. Make those Estus flasks even stronger. So like a lot of the metal bands I started listening to in my early 20s was like Skylit Drive, We Came as Romans, Bless the Fall, The Word Alive, Asking Alexandria. What do you think that they're a bit softer because the high pitchedness to a lot of their voices?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Oh, you haven't heard? Okay. Be Weary of Trio.
Did you hear that?
Hear what?
Wait, so, what bands do you like?
Me? Or Mace?
Of you?
I don't really listen to, like, bands, usually. Like, okay, I listen to, like, maybe a few, but, like, I'm more, like, honestly, I just have weird taste. Like, I don't listen to, like, any one genre. Like, I listen to rap, I listen to, like, classic, I listen to, like, rock. Like, honestly, it's just, like, anything. Anything that's, like, good vibes.
Yeah.
Like, certain rap is, like, too, like... It's either too, like, egocentric, or it's, like, too down. So it's, like, kind of hard finding that balance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's either, like, I live in a big mansion and I f bitches, or you know, like, I grew up without a dad. Like, okay, like, it's, like...
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
like, it's too much. It's
I think that's why I don't really like rap. Go to it.
Yeah, but it's, like, either one or the other.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm gonna get stressed out now.
Wait, why?
Because I planned on going back to the Firelink, but I never did. And I just dropped like 20-something thousand souls. So I need to go pick those.
Yeah, it was like 18, maybe 19,000, yeah.
No, it was like 22.
Oh, really? It raised, I guess. Okay, that wasn't hard. Wait, are you, like, sharpening your soul?
No, get out of here! Get out of here! Oh, fuck! Fuck, I didn't think that guy was gonna come over.
Okay, but you died, but you got your soul. Yeah, you got...
Did the fucking game.
You got your souls, though, right?
And I dropped them again. Every time you die, you drop your souls.
But what happens if you die and you don't get your souls?
Then you just wasted a lot of fucking time.
No, I'm just kidding. I know what happens.
Oh god, it's the worst feeling in the world. I hate it. The #1 enemy in this game, though, is gravity. And
really?
Everyone says that, but it is so true. Like I
don't know. It feels too heavy, like the controls. Like, I've played it like once or twice. It feels heavy. You know what I mean? Like, some games feel too floaty. Some games feel too, like... Or, like, too bouncy. But, like, Dark Souls feels heavy. Especially on the controller. You know what I'm saying?
No, I know what you're saying. It's weird though when you watch someone play and they know what the like, not me, but like someone who knows what the fuck they're doing. It's like smooth as butter. It's like the sexiest fucking thing. # no homo. It is wonderful. It is truly an art.
Dude, full homo. What are you talking about? Dude, pink.
He was
is
right
the color
there.
of... It really is. Anyway. Oh, hello.
What, did we get someone else in here?
Oh no, I was like it's the guy that jumped up on you. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I figured out where it was. He was like right there in that corner.
Yeah, no,
right.
like it kind of spooked me.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh, you little bitch. Ah.
Have you ever played The Witcher 3 on the highest difficulty?
Oh, fuck. Oh, the highest difficulty? No.
Dude, it's so much fun. Like, it's like Dark Souls, but it's like better, I think. I play a lot of The Witcher 3 on the hardest difficulty because I'm still finishing it, and it's
yeah,
good.
I've yet to finish The Witcher 3.
You should
I love
play
that game, but it is there's so much to it. It is so deep. It's
yeah,
like,
no, I love it. I'll spend like way too much time on it. Honestly, I'm thinking about doing it like talking to you guys. Actually, no, I can't.
what the fuck, liar ahead? What the fuck does this guy mean? I guess I'll say good. Everyone else said good.
No, liar ahead means there's a person that's like a message that's going to lie.
Huh.
Or maybe like that's an enemy.
Nah.
That might be an enemy type.
What's down here? I should really go fucking... I shouldn't be walking around with all these souls.
Be wary of beast.
Oh, Jesus. No! Fuck you. Oh god, what was that? Oh, this is too creepy. I'm out of here. It's too much. It's too much.
Dude, hey, is there no light source in this game?
Oh, there's a torch. I just never bothered to get it.
Oh. Okay. I mean, gamma's a wonderful thing.
I know, I gotta have it dark though. Dude, alright. I don't do this very often, but sometimes I'll hook up my computer to the television, and the games look so much better on the TV than they do on
Sometimes.
this fucking shitty monitor I got from... Like, look at this shit. I don't know if you can see it. Look at that garbage. It's fucking $13 at fucking Goodwill, though, so you can't say no to a deal, right?
Oh, yeah, no, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, this thing's jank. Like, the resolution on it's, like, all wonky, too. It's, like, not even fucking... It's not even, like, 1080p or anything. It's, like, some weird 16 by, like, 900, some bullshit like that.
That's weird.
It's, like, 0% blue light. Yeah, this monitor is cheap, though. It's cheap. So that's what matters. All
yeah,
right.
I can like change the blue light. Like, hold up.
Welcome home, speak thine heart's desire.
It's all yellow.
Wait,
Yeah,
can I turn off blue? Can I turn off blue light?
Very well, then not here.
It looks so much better on my fucking... Oh wait, yeah, I'm not. Hold on.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Shut up, bitch.
Oh god, it looks awful. It's like yellow.
Yeah, my monitor, the monitor I use in here, it's not good looking. So, I mean, it gets the job done, so that's all that matters.
Very well, then take.
I want to turn my brightness down on my, like, now that you
Still,
talk about it.
Just shy.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, I'm gonna leave this up to chat. So chat, you guys can see my attributes. What should I increase? Like, I keep thinking I should, like, my endurance is super fucking low. But look, how much stamina do I get for that? Like what's the point of up, like, my stamina's, like, always gonna be this fucking tiny little hair, you know? So what should I increase? You guys have been looking at my lack of a play style. You need more strength? So I should just do strength, right? Need more strong. Which
God.
strength and dexterity?
Let God give you strength. Give more faith.
I get high off of Christ.
Yeah, no, but God will give you strength. Go with faith.
Oh no. No. It's not like I was doing like an all like, this is my first time playing Dark Souls 3, and I figured I'm going to try blocking, you know, tanky type stuff, and then I didn't like the fluidity of it, and so when I changed up my loadout, and I started dodging a lot more, it just feels so much better. It gives me a little bit more flexibility, so that's kind of where I've been going with it. But based upon what you guys have seen me do so far playing, you guys are the experts, you know. I'm just, you know, just some guy on the internet. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So you guys, what do you think? So, should I just do 1 and 1 for right now? I'm gonna come back and level up like as soon as I get like 14,000. So.
I'm back.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Ah.
I do run out of stamina a lot. That is very true. But that's mainly because I'm fucking dashing around like a fucking idiot. So what do you think? Here's what I'll do. I'm going to do 2 strength, and then I'm going to come back and get endurance.
Okay.
And you're going to see me do something, and you're probably going to be like, what? No, why? But it'll make sense. Or it won't. Probably won't. Doesn't to me. No, wait, that's... Never mind. I was going to do it. Never mind now. Nope. I swear, like, there's other quests and shit that I gotta do. No, nothing there. You dodged a lot more than you... I know, man. It's like, the thing is with me, is I'm so, like, trigger happy. Like, I'll just keep going and then, you know, not even realize it. It's like the same thing with swinging. Like, I run out of stamina because, like, I keep pressing it even though I know that the next hit, you know, I'm gonna be out. So I just gotta slow it down.
Champagne if you wish.
What's this guy?
Oh, champagne.
Oh, he has the same job as you. That's so cute that you're subscribed to him.
Wait, what? Who?
AK HVAC.
Oh, that guy's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I was already outside of the HVAC industry when I started following him. I enjoy his stuff. I mean, I don't do HVAC anymore, but it is a very compelling field. You know.
Cute. You had a man crush on him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just a half chub.
Just a half chub.
All right. What's down here? Oh, I think I already went out there. Yeah, I already did. It's pointless.
What happened? Ooh, edgy profile picture.
Wait, which one?
Oh, just Game of Thrones.
Oh. Wait, I'm gonna go around.
Oh, you guys watch this? You probably don't actually. Never mind.
Wait, what? Say it.
This guy who does 100 or he does Mario Maker challenges.
Oh, fucking yeah, Carl Sagan, 42. I watch him, and there's another guy.
Ryu-Kerr or something.
Yeah, Ryu-Kerr. Yeah, I like watching Ryu. He's fun. And then there's another one, this bald dude. I can't remember his name, but I occasionally watch his video too. It's like Mario Maker. It's one of those games where I enjoy watching other people, but I suck at Mario as is.
You also watched that video about that guy who made a really shitty movie.
Oh, Austin McConnell.
Dude, you actually are subscribed to Last Week Tonight. What a surprise.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think John Oliver, he does he does a lot of research. Like, a lot of it tends to kind of be one-sided. I get it. But the way that, you know, the stuff that he does talk about, you know, I enjoy it, you know, because he goes really in-depth.
And he's also funny.
And funny. Funny helps.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing over here. I should go back and just get that point of endurance now.
Oh, In a Nutshell's great. Linus Tech Tips is boring. But
I'm so glad he changed his name because Kuriksteck or whatever it's called. Like for the longest time. Yeah, In a Nutshell, there's like a K something.
Yeah, it's Kurtzgesagt or something.
Yeah, that's what he went by for the longest time. And he started titling his videos In a Nutshell. And eventually, like, he put that dash in with the channel name, and it helped, like, a lot. There's another channel I like. He used to have a very different name. I think he's, like, Finnish, or he's, like, Scandinavian or some shit. And Let Me Know is his channel. He makes really good videos, but he probably posts a video, like, maybe once every 3 months. But it's, like, it's one of those, it's kind of like the iDubbbz effect, where whenever he comes out with a video, you know it's going to be good. Like, when iDubbbz says Content Cop, like, that's some shit right there.
Do you know Colossal's Crazy?
Oh, yeah.
No, what's he do?
I mean, he's kind of like iDubbbz, where, like, he goes away for, like, a year and comes back with, like, a really amazing video.
He's part of the Keemstar group.
Oh, God. Oh, let me ask you, how do you feel about... Why do people like iDubbbz? Alright, I'll answer that question first.
What was the question again?
So, he asked, why do people like iDubbbz? So, I can't speak...
He's funny?
Yeah, that's basically it. But, like, I can't speak for... No, I can't pronounce that name. But, why do I like iDubbbz? I like iDubbbz because, yeah, he's funny. But, like, his brand of comedy, it's... how do you say, it's like, it's got a dryness to it, you know?
Yeah.
But it's kind of like this no bullshit kind of thing, you know?
He's like taking all the social norms that usually people respect to the highest degree.
He tries hard to be a meme.
Them all, like, dude, he jumps down into a sewer and then beats up a gnome. Like, what kind of man does that? Like, no one does that.
iDubbbz does that.
Exactly.
Well, see, so iDubbbz does some really crazy shit, and I love his Content Cop videos because you can see where, like, all of his ad revenue's going. Like, he does have the ability to make higher quality videos, but if you look at any of, like, his bad unboxings or whatever, they're actually really fucking funny. So a lot of he set up a P.O. box. A lot of his fans will send him fucking, like boxes of shit. Yeah. And he got so sick and tired of people sending him boxes of literal shit and urine and whatever. So then it's like, all right, Amazon only. But then he'd get, like, weird shit. And he doesn't do the bad unboxings, like, a whhole lot. But they're funny. They're comedic. And I don't think he tries hard to be a meme. I think that's just him. Like, if you look at a lot of my content, you could say that I'm trying hard to be a meme. You know, if you look at my catalog of videos, it's just...
Oh, so, like...
I mean, he has, like, characters that, like, he's trying to, like, have that, like... What do you call it? The, Fuck. You're trying to have, like, that alter ego type personality, like Boogie, right?
Alright, I have that. I have a channel, like, on my channel, I have my own. Like,
I know.
Well, I'm telling this dude. So if you look at me on YouTube, I have a character that I play, and that character you could say is very meme-worthy. It's Political Bob. Essentially, it's a redneck, and you know, he talks like this. You know, he talks about the politickies and the whatnot, but the core of the matter of fact is that the government's going to be trying to get on your shit, and you don't want the government to be getting on nothing, right? Because it's them fucking liberals that are going to be getting up in your ass, all right? Now, you can go ahead and say what you want to say about the world, but at the end of the day, man, it ain't going to be about nothing but nothing, as long as I got something to say about it, you know what I mean? It's just fucking utter nonsense. But I enjoy making those videos, you know? And I think that's, like, the same thing with iDubbbz. It's like, when you're making content, you don't want to sit there and be a talking head. That's like, when he does that weird thing with his shirt, and he's like, oh, and he talks in, like, that broken English, Eastern European fucking accent. It's just him, like, adding to adding some flair in his video, you know, and I think that's actually a really good thing, because you don't want just some guy sitting there talking, you know. You got to have some flair, you know.
Yeah. I guess I see what you mean.
Have we talked about tipping before?
Yeah, but like I don't know how much. I usually go by a percentage. I'll like check it on my phone. It's like if they did a good job, they'll do this. If you think that they're having a hard time, tip this. If you think
I think it's bullshit that we're like forced to tip.
I mean, I think you should, especially like in a.
Oh man, you take care. Thanks for the combo too. Have a good night. What do you mean forced to tip? I like where you're going with this.
What do you mean?
All right, so.
No, let's have him talk if he's come.
I'm trying to think of like what to say. So I sound like an asshole.
No, it's like being an asshole.
Like in America, like I think this is only in America. Like, like you're required to tip most of the time.
Oh wait, real quick, hold on.
No.
Pocket review and gaming. What is going on? Nice to see a fellow content creator here. No, I'm not a fan of Jake Paul. If you look, we draw all over this poster. Why? Because he's a piece of shit. I have this poster here because if someone like him can make it, anyone can make it. This is your don't give up or ooh, I got the Mondays type of poster. This is a demotivational poster for you that should motivate you to your fullest. Continue.
Oh, that was a YouTube person.
Yeah,
it was also on Twitch. So like, you know.
Yeah.
So there's 3 people watching on Twitch, 3 people watching on YouTube. So like. Yeah.
I'm surprised more people aren't talking shit, so I feel really good. Because usually, like...
Are they talking shit about how bad you are?
No one's really saying anything, they're just watching. Which is cool.
Yeah.
But...
No, it's just a chill environment, honestly. Like, I'd recommend putting music on or something and just, like, people hang out.
Shit.
This is fun. Like, politics is great. Sometimes you just want to hang out with people you enjoy talking. Like, God, if I had to talk about politics every single day of my life, I'd actually shoot in the face. Like, I'd honestly hate to be a political commentator.
I kind of like keeping politics like to myself, except if like someone asks my opinion.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, if you don't feel like hyper strongly about something, you spread.
Yeah.
Alright, so back on this whole tipping thing, right?
Oh yeah. Okay. Have you thought through your opinions and tried to like think about like what you're gonna say?
No, I've had strong feelings about tipping for like the longest time.
Really?
Oh yeah. Let me start off by like saying this. I don't tip.
Ever?
Hold on though. That's another one of those blanket statements. I hardly ever tip. There are 2 situations when I tip. I tip if the service has been stellar, like above my expectations, or I tip if the service has been god awful and extremely below my expectations.
What?
Yes. So, if I go somewhere and it's business as usual, I don't leave a fucking tip. You know, why am I going to tip someone for just doing the bare minimum of their fucking job, right? It's like,
yeah.
I think I was like in class and I just like saw your TikTok on this.
Oh, really?
Oh my god. Dude.
I was just fucking around on Discord and I just found it.
Yeah, it's there. I'm not proud of it, but you know.
He has a TikTok.
Yeah, it gave me some humor a couple times. And
yeah, Pocket. Yeah, Mr.
Oh,
Pocket.
the trolls.
You should look at his. You should look at his. Anyway.
Like his what? You kind of.
Yeah, so if it's a typical day, average service, I don't bother tipping. Like, why am I going to reward someone for mediocrity?
Sure.
But if the service is really bad, which it has been before, I will leave a tip. 1 fucking penny. And I make sure that they see it on there. 0.01. Because here's the thing. If you if you leave a tip, and it's a small tip, they remember that. They're like, or no, hold on, I said it wrong. If you don't leave a tip for bad service, it goes unnoticed. They're like, oh, whatever, fucking asshole didn't tip me, right? If you leave a penny, though, they fucking remember that. They fucking...
Yeah, I agree with that.
See, that goes against, like, everything that, like, my parents were taught to do. I mean, my parents were pretty well... So, my parents always said 15% is standard.
So for standard, regular service, the person just doing their job, not going above and beyond.
At a restaurant is 15%. At a fancy restaurant is 20%, or if you want to, like, and then bad service is 5%.
Wait, even for bad service, you fucking tip?
5%. Yeah.
No, but why though? What's the logic behind that? Let's say they don't come and refill your drinks, the food's late, or they fucking did your order wrong, or like it's just bad. Like, let's just say it's like the worst service you've ever had. You'd still tip 5%?
We do, yeah.
Dude. Alright. Come on, man. That's
what I've been taught. That goes against everything because I don't see it as I don't have any personal vendetta against someone who does the job. I don't say I want to make it bad because they under.
Oh wait, where's oh, it's over there. Fuck.
Like, I'm like messing with someone's bottom line, and so it's like, if I could, there's no reason for me to have that sort of. And here's the thing, like, I haven't had that bad of service, so that's not common at all. 15% is standard. It's like, there are times, obviously, that service was particular, like, then I'm gonna give them a tip.
All right, I got a story real quick.
Sure.
All right, so fucking, I think it was Jay-Z. I believe it was Jay-Z. You know Jay-Z, right?
Mm-hmm.
So apparently Jay-Z went out to this nightclub. He spent like $5,000, like VIP table, buying bottles, food, all this shit, right? And he had one waitress for this. He left her a tip of $200.
Yeah.
Do you know what she did in return?
What?
She went on Twitter and bitched about it. She said, "Oh, he wants to come here and spend all this money, and he can't even leave 20%."
Fucking $200.
That's still 200 fucking bucks. That's like more than she made just working there that night. And it's like, you want to fucking be choosy and you want to fucking bitch. It's like shit like that. Like, that's why. And here's the thing too. It's like when I was
that's probably more she's gonna make in like a month.
Yeah.
So think of it like this: when I was doing DoorDash, Postmates, and stuff, I did not like the fact that my bottom line resided on tips. I didn't like that. That's why I like TaskRabbit, because regardless, no matter where I go, no matter what job I do, bare minimum, I'm making $25 an hour. So if I get tipped, if I don't get tipped, it doesn't. There's literally no sweat off my back, because I am valued for my time and for my skill. You know what I mean? That's why, like, I don't do those delivery jobs anymore. And it's like, I get it. Like, some people, like, it's like, for me, if I don't get tipped, I don't make a big deal about it, right? You have the option to tip me for my work, but I don't freak out if I don't get a tip. It just is what it is. But some people, it's like this sense of fucking entitlement that just I find disgusting. Like, you think that because it just so happens that your employer, that you're working at this restaurant or bar, because your employer is paying you below minimum wage because your pay is supposed to be offset by your fucking tips, then I, the customer, that I have to give to you like fucking charity, and then you're gonna give me piss poor service. No, fuck no.
Yeah. It's one of those things where I think that's different because it's like a different industry. I think the food industry is there, right? I just think that like when you tip, like when a single mother working at a bar can make good money off of tips, like good money, and like they can support their family, and God forbid they can make above minimum wage and actually send their kid to college. Like,
and
that shit's possible.
I mean, that's good for them
because
if their service is good, if they're doing good as a job, then then they deserve that. You know, I'm not saying that people shouldn't tip. I'm just saying if you're going to be in a job where tips are like your reliance, then you should be fucking acting as if tips are your fucking reliance. You know.
Okay, so you're saying that like if. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Like,
I'm not against tipping. I'm just like, it's this whole mentality that people feel entitled to tips. It's like, no,
you're not against tipping, but you don't tip.
No, I rarely tip. I do tip though.
Okay.
Like for example, when a pizza delivery boy delivers me my pizza, I don't tip him, because he makes his minimum wage, and then they also compensate him for his mileage. It may not be a lot, but it's part of the nature of him working there. And
when it comes to that, like sometimes do. Like if he gets your like, they kind of do.
Oh yeah. Let me ask you this. All right, true round. Let's say, for example, you wanted to go to Applebee's, or you wanted to go to BJ's, or whatever is in your area, some restaurant. Let's say you went and you picked up a to-go order, right? And you went over to the to-go area, you paid, they handed you your food, you're signing on the receipt. Do you leave a tip then, or no? Is he there?
I don't know.
Shit. Hold on, let me alt-tab real quick. It says he's here. Huh, that was weird. Okay.
I'd say no to that, personally.
Well, I just think it's weird. So, like, every time, like, we like to go to Applebee's, they got this, meal for two for $25 or whatever, and we like occasionally we'll pick up food from Applebee's, but we don't eat in.
I mean, to Applebee's because it has like many options and it's like cheap.
Yeah. So what we'll do is some nights if we don't want to cook but we don't want fast food, we'll just order from Applebee's. I'll drive and I'll pick it up. But the thing is, they give you this little iPad or whatever the fuck. They give you this tablet to pay.
Oh yeah.
And then when you go to pay, it's automatically sets you in for a tip, and you have to manually go in and put down the tip. And I always put it down to 0. It's like, if I'm picking up a to-go order, who am I tipping? Am I tipping you for scanning my credit card? Like, no. Fuck out of here.
I did not fail No Nut November because it's October 37th.
Wait, who said that? Where?
Reddit r/teenagers.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it's such a shit subreddit. It's just a circle jerk.
Oh yeah, so I was asking. Yeah, so true round. Let's say you went to go to a restaurant, right? But you placed your order or either over the phone or online, and you just went in to pick it up, right?
Yep.
Would you tip in that situation?
Actually, I had this situation recently where I tipped before the same person, and I did them in that situation because they didn't wait on me, so I didn't tip. Yeah. So, no, that makes sense.
Well,
that's logical.
I think that there's a certain line that you should draw. It's like if you're, typically...
No, it's for the waiter. Like, that's what it's for.
But if there's no waiter, if it's just you walking over by the kitchen, scanning your card and getting your shit, then...
Yeah,
I think that,
that's what it was. Yeah. So I didn't tip them. They didn't do it.
At least there's a
they
little
didn't do the
middle
job. Yeah. No, that makes sense. I had a situation where it was Waffle House. Tipped at Waffle House, and this guy had good service, so I tipped him 15%, and you know, and I called in and I got it from my brother, and then I didn't tip him because all he did was like take my credit card, put it in the little button, and then like gave me my waffle. I think that's it.
Wait, shit, hold on, give me a second.
Yeah, be careful of this guy. Fighting two of them. Oof.
No, I can't hear any of my alerts when I'm streaming, so fake wife, apparently someone started talking shit to her on Twitter, and then she went to respond to him and he deleted his tweet. No backbone, motherfucker.
Okay, so that person's just an asshole. Ignore him.
Yeah, right?
Were you not going to ignore him?
No, that was her. It's her deal, so it's like whatever. But I do get interested in it.
Yo, you can like, you can eat Cheetos with chopsticks, so you don't get that like shitty like, I have to lick my fingers in public now.
How's that bad though? That's like the best part.
What? But like you have to do it in public. Like then you like.
No.
What?
Ooga booga.
What do you mean, ooga booga?
Oh, someone on YouTube.
What?
YouTube.
Oh. Sean HTX12.
It's one hell of a name.
Oh boy. Dude, look at this kid's profile picture. Oh my god.
Oh, is it cringy?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
He played Terraria on his Xbox 5 months ago.
YouTube, brah.
Dude, he plays BO3, like, zombies. Okay. I'm not gonna make too much fun of you. I'm just trying to make you stay.
Oh, no. I got enough to level up. I don't need to be here anymore. Run.
Actually, that's even funnier. I want to see. Subscribe to Ice Beside. No, yeah, you're a degenerate. Never mind.
Whoa, what's wrong with Ice Poseidon?
Nah, it's his audience, not him.
Oh yeah, the purple army is like cancerous as fuck.
Yeah, no, Ice Poseidon's fine. It's just audience is really bad. You know that.
Yeah, they're all fucking weeps.
No, not only are they weebs, but they also they all try to stream snipe him. Bad.
Yeah.
And they all call the police on him, and it's bad.
Yeah, I never understood that. Like, why they're always trying to fuck with him.
Yeah, no. I'm not trying to talk shit on Ice Poseidon. Ice Poseidon's a content creator, and it's a shame that he got banned from Twitch because, like, some asshole called the police at an airport. Anyway. Here, let me refresh the page. It's gonna take a while for it to update, dude. So.
I'm trying to think.
Oh, you're trying to figure out your build.
No, 30's good, and then I'll go back into endurance next.
That sounds cool.
I'm trying to figure out where the fuck I'm supposed to go, though.
Who knows?
Doxy Proxy Gaming. It's actually a cool name. I like that.
Hey, Doxy.
Your cough just scared the shit out of mid.
Oh, this kid listens to XXX Tentacion, and he watches like Jacksepticeye, and oh my god.
Oh, it's a child.
Well, he might not be. I mean, he subscribed to this dude with a Goblin Slayer profile, so who knows? Might be a kid. Probably is a kid.
I'll bet money it's a child. Bet $10 this person's under 18.
God. He might not be. I don't want to be too mad at him or too aggro to this kid. I mean, I'm trying to like
too aggro to this kid. That's funny.
No,
like
no, I'm not trying to be like a total asshole. I'm just like, I don't know. He gave me the wrong like
first impression.
I mean, he said "ooga booga" as his first like.
Oh, that's fine.
I mean, I had to roast this kid. Look, you seem like a nice person, but like, just, you know. 12. Oh, dude, you're kidding. Oh, I don't want to make fun of a 12-year-old. That's a little low.
I will. Why the fuck aren't you in bed?
Yo, wait, y'all got Discord. Ooh. Ooh, shit. Okay. Ooh, there's a...
Like, what else would we be using if it's not Discord to talk?
Hey, y'all want to go down a TeamSpeak?
TeamSpeak?
Yeah.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, no, I don't have to download shit.
Dude. Come get some.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, God. I don't know where I'm supposed to go.
Come get some.
Do you want to smell what True Brown is cooking?
Come on.
I almost call you True Blood for some reason.
We'll have a fun time. Yeah, twitch.tv/MaceFowler. And then the link to...
Fuck out of here, fuck out of here, fuck out of here. Ain't doing this.
You need to have the Discord.
Actually, when were you promised cookies?
No, there's a problem. Every time I put the Discord link out and I set it to never expire, it always expires. I put it on an unlimited number of uses. The moment someone clicks on the Discord link that I give for the Discord channel, the server, like after one use, it's expired. I don't know why. And yeah, it's weird. I don't get it.
Oh no, because there can only be one at a time.
Yeah, but I'll put it out there, someone will use it, and then no one else can use it. And I have to give them a new one every time. It's such a pain in my ass.
Weird.
And you know me, I'm fucking lazy, dude.
Where
I wish I could just...
Hey, dude, you want some cookies? I haven't got cookies, but... Actually, there's no silver lining. I don't have cookies, I'm sorry.
Actually, there are cookies in the bedroom, but I'm in the closet.
Wait, clip that.
Why are you in the closet?
Someone clip that. Someone clip that. Take it out of
because this is where I stream. I stream out of my closet. That is
Wait,
the
really?
lore of my channel. Is that
I
I
had-
do.
I had no idea that you
Yeah.
were...
So look, there are the clothes. There's a dresser.
Doxy.
There's some hangers and shit. Those lights, they're up top on this shelf. Yeah, it's a closet.
That's...
Yeah, but Doxy, you're in a different closet.
Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Oh. Drink, drink, drink. Fuck, dude, this is killing me. Oh my god. Oh yeah, so I got in an argument over tipping the other day.
Wait, really?
Yeah, so I'm a part of a lot of like gig economy like groups on Facebook, and this one for Postmates I was on, I got an alert, and you know I looked at it and see what's going on in the community, and this girl was complaining, and she posted a picture of not receiving tips for like the last couple days from customers, and I guess like she'd been working for quite a while. And yeah, it sucks when you're driving all over town delivering food to fucking strangers and no one tips you, right? And so she was only getting like $4 or $5 for the delivery from Postmates. And yeah, it sucks, I get it, but like she was like, and none of these motherfuckers wanted to tip me. I went into her profile, so I couldn't pronounce her name, but you know how you can like put a nickname next to your name? So the nickname that she chose was Coco Chanel, so that should explain everything to you. So this bitch, I basically write in her thing, well, tips aren't mandatory, so you really can't blame the customer if they don't want to tip. You motherfucker! Here we go. Open up the woodwork. Said something someone disagreed with. God forbid.
Well, going into a debate with Kelly Coco.
Coco Chanel.
Coco?
Yeah, that was her name, Coco Chanel. That was not her legal name. That was just the name that she decided to post. Because you can put a nickname if you want.
Wait, I hope this kid joins the Discord. Because some random person put the link in the Discord, but I don't know if it works.
Person.
Alright. I don't care if I die as long as I get a little bit closer back. That's fine.
Run.
That's another level. I can't ignore that.
Are you just farming?
Here's the thing though. I might actually lose it. I don't know if you rest at a bonfire if you lose your souls. I've never tried this. So let me...
What?
Well...
No, wait.
I'm pretty sure you don't, but just in case, because I wanted to... I didn't care if I died, but I wanted to pick up my souls and then drop them closer to the other bonfire. Because I'm pretty sure this is the one that I need to be at, but I just don't know where to go. That's why I've kind of been like just dicking around.
So this might be bad, because I think if you travel, then they despawn.
Well, we'll have to find out. Because they should be dropped like right up here. Oh, no, it's still there.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's down there.
Bum, ba, ba, bum.
Hey, what's going on? Pick it up.
Wait,
Run
is
away.
someone joined? No, he hasn't joined yet. Dude, it's in the chat, bro. Wait. I'll make an instant link and I'll...
Lay back. What's going on?
Yeah.
Anyway, so this bitch got fucking hella triggered, and she's like, I'm only doing Postmates because I'm in the medical field and it's really hard to get a job out here in the medical field. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. And I don't know, she just like was just like talking shit to me. It's like, because I mentioned I do TaskRabbit, and she's like, well then why are you on in this group if you don't do Postmates? I'm like, well, I've done Postmates in the past, and occasionally like I'll probably go on and do a delivery if like I've got nothing else going on for the day, you know, I'll do a delivery, but that hardly ever happens. But I still do deliveries, just very rarely, you know, and I like to see what's going on in the community. But that bitch, man, she just got like all fucking heated because like I was like, well, you shouldn't have to tip. And this one dude was like white knighting her, right? And he was basically saying like, yeah, it's kind of a, you know, people need a tip. I mean, we live in a tip-based economy. You know, if you don't tip, it's like you're not doing, you know, then don't go out and eat. If you're not tipping, then don't do this. Or like basically trying to fucking guilt trip people, you know. And it's like, dude, it's not, it's like, yeah, I agree, it's fucked up that that's like kind of like how things are set up. And I agree
I will
that
know
that needs to
when
be
it comes
fixed.
to like.
Go for it.
Oh, when I know when it comes to like debates like that, there's always like super extreme woman and the one guy who's like trying to act calm and like you always run into situations like that.
Yeah. No, but like that's debate tactics 101. That's like
Yeah.
what's it called? It's like Lincoln versus something. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, where's this guy?
For example.
Yes, death to all furries. Thank you very much.
Oof, that's a name.
Yeah.
Who said that?
The 12-year-old.
Really?
Oh yeah, he's an edgelord, dude. You haven't noticed?
No, but I haven't seen him. Like, where did he say that?
YouTube.
Oh, really? Death?
I'm
Nah.
I think he spelled furries wrong too.
Furies. But I
Furies.
haven't.
Yeah. Oh, he subscribed to your channel.
Oh, he is? That's right. That's what I'm talking about. That motherfucker knows what's up.
Oh, cool. I'll invite him directly. Oof. I'll add him directly.
All right.
Let's see this.
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna add this kid.
Yeah, let's have this motherfucker come in.
Oh wait, fuck. Control C. Control V.
This is getting...
Oof.
I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. I think I do.
Dude, it's not spelled correctly, probably. Wait, okay. Can you double check to make sure that all capitalization, spelling, and everything, and then spaces are correct?
Bye, motherfucker.
I'm gonna dip for a bit. My friend just invited me to talk.
Okay, see ya.
Deuces.
Ugh, okay, there we go. There we go.
Right,
Wait.
yeah, so there is a torch in this game. I just don't have one. It costs money, or souls, or whatever the fuck, and I just can't be fucked with it. So. And I don't have a whole lot of souls on me right now, so I don't mind just fucking around.
Dude, that just ain't right. This dude keeps putting
fuck.
wrong. Yeah, okay, this dude keeps putting wrong,
This is why we put out our Discord link and have people fucking click on it, because it's like 1,000,000 fucking times easier. And I've told
I know, but that instant Discord link doesn't, like, the permanent one doesn't work.
Right.
Yeah. This shit's dumb. Like, I'm literally creating an instant invite, and it says it still doesn't work.
Give me a second. Let me mark these fools, and then I'll try on my end. It should work for you. You have permissions. So.
I know. I do.
Let me alt tab.
Whatever.
There you go. Right there. Okie dokie. And I'm not dead. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it comes to anything, man, that pisses me off or that will make me rant and rave for hours, it's tipping and fucking the GD minimum wage.
I think, who knows about if it's going to actually... I mean, do you think it's bad for macroeconomic reason, or, like, just bad for... just, like... You know what I mean? Like, do you think
I would
it's
say
bad
more
overall for the
macro.
economy? Yeah, you think it's just bad for the overall economy?
I think for the overall it's bad. I mean, obviously for the individual it'd be nice, but
yeah,
we gotta live in reality here, you know?
I mean, I think mega corporations can afford it. That's the thing, and I believe that, like, as we get into this process where jobs are going to become more scarce because of just automation, it's just going to get scary, honestly. Like, the amount of jobs are going to be, like,
well, when you say these mega corporations can afford it, what do you mean specifically?
Amazon, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, like, they can probably afford a $10 minimum wage.
Well, $10, yeah, but that's nothing though. But even Amazon has already stated that they're gonna push for a $15 minimum wage.
Yeah.
And can they afford it? Of course they can afford it. I mean,
yeah. Amazon can, Google can, but Google pays still a lot of money. But, like, large companies can. It's just, like, I think it will actually, like, it will hurt, like, small businesses in terms of, like, people will want to support. Oh God.
Okay, I'll leave.
Wait, what happened?
I actually, give me a second. I was actually, like, I was groaning because of something else, not because of him, but, like, whatever. I groaned at the worst time.
Oh, there ain't no rest for the triggered. They're so easily displeased.
Ooh, there's a secret door.
Boom. Boom. Oh, fuck me, dude. There's gotta be an easier way to deal with these assholes.
Oh, okay.
You did run at the first time.
I mean, like... this is the only thing I'm doing. Sure.
True.
I'm playing League.
Fucking League. Ugh.
Ugh, League, you are right. League is cancer.
Well, it's a very effective form of birth control, so you can give it props for that. God, where the fuck am I supposed to go?
Top definition of trap.
Oh God.
Oh my God, are we talking about traps again? Really?
You can.
No. I just checked down the rabbit hole. I'm just checking what this says.
Oh. Yeah, there's been several purges on my Discord over its lifespan. It's been bad. And for the longest time it was flat Earth and traps. That's pretty much all anyone was talking about.
Flat Earth and traps. That's all it was.
Yeah, for like the longest time. And then it's actually kind of funny. I was live streaming my desktop, and someone wrote in chat, "Do not go to, don't go to Discord." And I didn't know what they meant by that. Like, they didn't specify, so I went into Discord, and there it was, fucking trap dick all over my fucking stream. I'm, like, so surprised I didn't get fucking banned for that, but... Oh, well. It pays to be a small channel, I guess.
Exactly. Wait. He's valid.
Yo.
No, wait, True. What's your... Do you have a... Never mind, I think I found it.
What?
I'm having autism again.
Again?
Again.
Oh, don't be too hard on yourself.
What are we doing?
True, do you have a Twitch or no?
It should just be the same.
Hmm?
Should just be the same as my username.
True round.
I don't play. I don't do much.
Oh yeah, in case you're wondering what I had on my YouTube channel is I got really bored and I decided to try to do something on my TV.
Oh my god, dude. This is so pointless.
I found ya.
It's like, where am I supposed to go? What am I supposed to do? I mean, hold on.
Ain't
I think...
nothing to do.
Let me try this. There was an area down here. I'm gonna go check it out.
Categories. In real life.
Yeah, IRL, dude. That's the best category.
It's not bad.
IRL. Categories. Talk shows and podcasts, ASMR, food, drinks, science, and technology. What's going on talk shows?
Where the fuck am I supposed to go?
For a second, I thought that was Asian Andy.
Oh, not here.
Oh yes, Fortnite the Lost Ark. You can make fun of Minecraft. You can make fun of Roblox. But you cannot make fun of drops.
Yeah, fuck Roblox. What the fuck is Roblox? It's like...
It's pretty bad.
It's just a meme that... It's one of the most best memes.
Yeah, I've seen some of the stuff that's come from it. Like, there's some funny meme things that have come from it. But, like, as a game... I mean...
It's a game for 6 to 5-year-olds.
Yeah, but it's like you got fucking adults playing that shit.
Exactly. I'm gonna post something it down the rabbit hole.
This place is starting to get on my nerves.
You wanna be a cowboy?
Oh, there's a bonfire up here at least. That's all I want.
Ooh, bonfire.
Well, I don't want to fucking walk all the way back.
Is it even enjoyable? Hey, you guys want to see a picture of my dad?
Not really.
Well, here's it anyways.
You know, when I first started live streaming on Twitch, like, the
That was
first
an impression.
5 or 6 months, it was, like, really bad. Like, it got bad here. Like,
what do you mean?
Like, when we have, like, we would have discussions, but then we would have people, like, come in and, like, hijack the stream and shit.
Oh, yeah.
I've been gone for 2 seconds. How did you usually come up with a conversation?
Wait, what?
What?
That's right, bitch.
I'll be back.
Step the fuck off. Oh, I was literally shit that I just got. Ooh, what is this? Ooh, that's creepy. Oh. What do we got here? Is this more dung? Yep. More shit. Sadness ahead. Okay, come on. What's in here? Ooh, what is this? Alright, so I'm in this castle now. Came in through the sewers. So, seems about right. Let's hope there's another bonfire. Mainly because I don't want to have to fucking walk back. Enemy ahead, no shit. Oh shit. Alright, this is actually going to be a little bit harder. I don't know how I should approach this one. Oh fuck, dude, really? Nope. We're not about that life. We are not doing that, not today. Shit, are you fucking with me? Oh my god. Really? Oh shit. Oh, that was fucking lucky. Oh, Jesus. What do I got? No, it's not going to be nearly enough.
Very well entertained.
Let's do... Oh, yeah, let's up endurance again.
Farewell, Echelon.
Gracious, let I only.
Let's see what we got.
Ashen one.
Where are you? No scales.
I'm not here.
What happened?
Yeah, I just muted myself.
Be careful.
I got something cool I could show off real quick. Look at this badass weapon. Whoops.
Hit miss, huh? I never miss, huh?
What?
You have a boyfriend. I bet he doesn't kiss you.
Oh,
Ah.
Christ. Hit or miss. Guess they never miss.
I got the hell was I? Right, my brother. Okay, yep, I'm dead. Who wants to die first?
Huh?
Right. Yeah, okay, later. Three one. Bolts blended. Enemy spotted. Excuse me, sir. Are you retarded? It's in B site.
Hmm?
Oh my god, this guy's really that retarded.
What's up?
No, I'm playing a game like years ago. There's I have a complete noob on my team. He can't even shoot a bullet. What? Got a Russian maze, yeah. Thank you for the head.
Okay. Well, Mace Valor's gonna wind down for the night.
Okay.
It's been a pleasure, as always. But I hit a point in the game where it's like, alright, it's gonna take quite a bit before I can get past this next part. Because this dude I gotta go up against, god damn!
Here, I'll do it for you. Just give me your PC.
You want to pay for shipping?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not do that. Alright, so as always, I give you guys the last word. Thank you so much for dropping by.
It was fun.
And true?
Yeah.
Last words.
N-word.
Go and vote. It's too late though, but
I can't vote. I'm 12.
Allegedly.
What?
Alright, it's been a good night. You guys
Are you
take
telling me
care.
to vote against my will?
Bye.
Bye.